Page number 78, verse 90 onwards, we are looking at it. At mine unworthiness that dare not offer what I desire to give, and much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself, the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning, and prompt me, plain and holy innocence. So now Miranda is struggling to express her love. There's a difficulty any woman has got, any girl has got. Suppose a girl and boy, they fall in love with each other. There's a point of time where they need to express their love. Some are very expressive, some are not. Here, Miranda is not used to being with people. She is brought up on an island under the strict guidance of her father, and she has been told that she should not have any contact with Ferdinand. So in that case, what happens is that she is not able to express herself. She's afraid. She's frightened. She wants to tell Ferdinand that I like you so much, but not able to express. So now at the end, she says it is useless going on doing like this. The more I want to contain myself, the more I want to suppress my feelings, it is coming out the more. So let me be plain. Let me be straightforward. Let me not hide myself. So that's what she says. Hence, bashful cunning. Hence here means then or so. So away with bashful cunning. Bashful cunning means bashful is shy, being shy. So somebody is bashful means he or she is shy or embarrassed. Let me do away with this embarrassment or this shyness. Let me not shy, but let me be plain. Let me be plain. Let me be straightforward. Let me express myself. Let me say what I want to say. That's what it means. Hence, bashful cunning and prompt me, plain and holy innocence. Holy innocence is let me be straightforward. Let me reveal myself what I want to say. So she is boosting herself. She's telling herself, let me do away with this kind of shyness. That is useless. Being shy is useless. Let me be straightforward. So she musters or draws strength from herself, and then she says, I'm your wife if you will marry me. If not, I will die your maid. To be your fellow, you may deny me, but I will be your servant, whether you will or not. So now she comes out very forcefully, very clearly, she expresses herself. And she says, I am your wife if you will marry me. So the choice is that of Ferdinand. She is telling Ferdinand, if you are ready to marry me, I will be your wife. If not, I will become your servant. It is your choice, it's your decision. You can say, no, I don't want you to be a wife. Or you can say, I shall have you as my wife. It's up to you. If you are making the choice, it's up to you. But one thing is sure, I will be either your wife or I will be your maid. I will be either your wife or your maid. If I have to become your wife, you have to say yes. If you say no, I cannot become your wife. But if you do not say agree to be my husband, then I will make my decision to be your servant. In this regard, I don't want your opinion. I take my own decision. So now there are only two choices. Either she will be his wife or she will be his maid. If he has to become his wife, Ferdinand has to agree. That she is not sure he will agree or not. But in case Ferdinand denies that possibility, then surely, even without the permission of Ferdinand, she will continue to be his servant. I am your wife if you will marry me. If not, I will die your maid. Maid is an unmarried woman who is serving. To be your fellow, that is to be your partner, fellow is partner. You may deny me, you may refuse, but I will be your servant whether you will or not. Whether you deny it or accept it, I will be your servant. That's very clear. Ferdinand, my mistress dearest, and I thus humble ever. So Ferdinand has no inhibitions. He says, let me be very clear. My mistress dearest, I thus humble ever. It's a little difficult to understand, though the words are very few, the meaning is different. My mistress dearest means you will be the one I adore, my dearest. My dearest Miranda, you will be the one whom I adore. That means Ferdinand is willingly accepting Miranda as his wife. That is the first part. Second part. And I thus humble ever. This is difficult. And I thus humble ever means I will serve you as I will do now forever. I will serve you as I do now forever. What is he doing now? Now he is there arranging the log and being in the company of Miranda. So tomorrow Ferdinand Prospero may give another task of doing something. He will willingly do that and remain in the company of Miranda. So that is enough for me. I don't desire to have so many things. If there is a chance, surely I'll make you my wife. But if not, allow me to continue like this. Whatever the commandments of Prospero, I shall obey, provided you are in my company. That's enough. Who is this? There is Sushil Singh here. Who is Sushil Singh? Sushil Singh, who is this? Please unmute yourself. Is it one of my students? Because some people are entering without. Please unmute yourself and speak. Sushil Singh. Who is this? Nobody. Disappeared. Okay. Thank you. Others are all my students only. Akshat, Panshika, Aisha, Mubasharin, Priyanka, Rahul, Subhida, Shivansh Pandey, Shreya Shukla, Shreyansh. Okay, fine. So now when Ferdinand said like that, you will be my dearest, you will be my mistress, I will continue to work like this with under Prospero and be in the company of you. Miranda said, my husband then. So she wants to make it very clear. Though it is clear, she wants still more. Ferdinand, I, yes, with a heart as willing as bondage ever of freedom. Here is my hand. Miranda, and mine with my heart in it. And now farewell till half an hour hence. So now things are very, very clear. Nothing is hidden. Everything is made clear and brought out. So my husband then, yes, with a heart as willing as bondage ever of freedom, here is my hand. As if bondage, now we are no more in bondage, now we are free. So, with all willingness, here is my hand, Ferdinand says, and Miranda offers her hand, here is mine with my heart in it. My heart is inside the hand. Please take it. So she offers. And now, farewell. They shook hand. And then she says, now we will take leave of, I shall take leave of you till half an hour hence. Another half an hour, I will not meet you. Because she is programming her outings according to the timetable of Prospero. She knows her daddy's daily schedule, at what time, what he will be doing. According to that, she plans out. Good lover. So she says another half an hour, he'll be around. So after half an hour, he'll go for next schedule or next time. That time we will be free, we will meet again. Ferdinand, a thousand. So farewell. And now farewell till half an hour hence. Means goodbye. Until half an hour from now. So goodbye to you. And Ferdinand says, 1,000 goodbyes. Not one goodbye or two goodbyes. 1,000 goodbyes. Plenty of goodbyes. That is, 1,000 is 1,000. How much is 1,000? 1,000 is a million. A million goodbyes. That means in abundance. Exuberant Ferdinand and Miranda severally. Severally is separate. So one exists, afterwards another exists. So both of them say goodbye and go. Prospero. So glad of this, as they I cannot be, who are surprised withal. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I will to my book, for at ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining. So this is Prospero is telling himself. So glad of this as they I cannot be, who are surprised withal. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. I will to my books, for at ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining. This certain things may be difficult to understand. Now, who is glad here? Who is glad? Everybody is glad. Is not Ferdinand happy? Surely, he is extremely happy. Is not Miranda happy? Yes, she is overwhelmed with happiness. Is Prospero happy? Yes, surely, because he is happy that his plan is working out. So everybody is happy. So glad of this as they I cannot be, who are surprised withal. Now there is a difference between the happiness of Miranda and Ferdinand on one side and the happiness of Prospero on the other side. So the happiness of Prospero is to one level. The happiness of Miranda and Ferdinand is on another level. In Prospero's happiness, there is no surprise. There is nothing surprising. Why? Because it was Prospero who has planned it, who devised it. According to Prospero's plan, everything is going on well. Therefore, Prospero is overjoyed, but there is no surprise. Whereas, in the joy of Miranda and Ferdinand, there is great joy and there is an element of surprise. They do not know that it is being planned by Prospero. So that is the difference. That's what he says. So happy of this as they I cannot be who are surprised withal. I cannot be like them who are surprised. Because there is no surprise. I know it is planned by me. But my rejoicing at nothing can be more. For at our supper, I will, at nothing can be more. I will to my books. I will to my books means I will have to get back to my study. I will have to get back to my study. Because at your supper time must I perform much business appertaining. Appertaining meaning is given there, relating to the plan. So I have much business to complete. Ere supper time. Ere is before. Ere means before, Old English. Yet before supper time, I must perform much business pertaining to the plan. What is the meaning of pertaining to the plan here? Anybody wants to try? What is pertaining to the plan? I have much business to complete before supper. What is his plan? Anybody wants to answer? Please raise your hand. Anybody wants to give a try? Okay, Shreya. Yes, Shreya. Did you unmute yourself?
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir,
What is the
I
plan?
think it is related.
Eh?
Related to the plan.
What is the plan? What is prosperous plan?
His revenge.
Very good. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Revenge and making. So he is making Miranda and Ferdinand to fall in love to achieve
Yes,
his
sir.
plan. Okay.
Sir,
Thank
but
you.
the next part will be to go to Alonso, no?
Eh?
But the next step of his plan will be to go to Alonso and others to make them feel sorry for what they did.
Making them to realize their mistake and bringing them in the way of repentance. That is the plan. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So that is the plan. So plan is to make things happen in such a way that Alonso, Sebastian, and Antonio, they feel sad or bad about what they have done, and they should repent and come back to Prospero and make Prospero, reinstall Prospero as the Duke, and Miranda will be back in the kingdom. So that is the plan, the whole plan. So in order to achieve this plan, he is making Miranda and Ferdinand to fall in love with each other. Now that part is completed. It's going on well. So now he has some other business. Some more things are to be completed. Those things he should do some work. For that he need to study a little more books and do some other magical event or something else to bring those fellows back to the fold. So that is a work left. Therefore, I need to work hard. So the whole scene, Act 3, Scene 1 is about how Prospero is processing the plan, how he is able to proceed and achieve what he wants to achieve by making Miranda and Ferdinand to fall in love with one another and making able to express themselves.